I am the manager of SS company. I read the ELD you gave and I have a few questions to ask you. Why click this ELD and what is the purpose of this ELD? Can you explain the composition and relationship of ELD?
Before developing a software system, you need to learn a case study for design a database system. This is because database is actually an integral part of the software system. So, in the database design phase, I will draw a ERD for you and going to walk you through everything you need to know about ERD. You will get the essential knowledge and skill about ERD. Don't worry about the meaning of ERD. I will explain to you about what ERD is stand for. ERD stands for Entity Relationship Diagram, also known as ER diagram, is a type of structural diagram for use in database design, mostly developed for designing relational database in terms of concept visualization and in terms of physical database design. An ERD contains different symbols and connectors that visualize two important information, which are the major entity within the system scope and the interrelationship among the entity.
Now I will show you about the component of this ERD. The components consist three categories, which are entity, attributes, and relationship. Entity may be an object, place, or an event which stores in data. Besides that, the term entity is often used instead of table. So, from the ER diagram, we can see that there are 9 tables in it. It means this ER diagram consists of 9 entities such as mark, branch, payment, and so on. Next, let's look at the mark table. As we can see, there are 4 characteristics inside it. We call these characteristics as attributes. The definition of attribute is a property or characteristic of the entity that holds it. As a conclusion, the characteristic inside a table is known as attribute. Last but not least, I will explain about the relationship. In the ER diagram, a relationship is used to describe the connection between two or more entities. Here, we can divide relationship into 3 groups. First group is one-to-one relationship. Second group is one-to-many relationship. For example, from the ER diagram, mark entity and employee entity is represented by one-to-many relationship. It means each mark has one or more employees. Last group is many-to-many relationship. That's the end of my commentary for today.
Cardinality or relationship between entity in the case study. I will briefly explain about this. The mark has one or two owners and one owner can have one or two marks. In this case, it's known as many-to-many relationship and we need bridge entity to handle this situation. How about the relationship between mark and employee? A mark can have one or many employees, but one employee can only work in one mark. So in this case, it's known as one-to-many relationship.
Nice. Hope we can cooperate happily.